Hey guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about what is the difference between a medical biller and a medical coder. I've been getting this question. I've done a video on it before, but I know I have over 200 videos, so it's a lot to sort through. So I'll just go ahead and do another one. So the difference between a medical biller and a medical coder. A medical biller is doing exactly what the name says. They are billing the insurance companies. They are the ones that take the information from the medical coder. Now, a medical biller and a medical coder can be the same person, but often it is two different people, okay? Because the medical coder has their hands full with the providers and the medical biller has their hands full with the insurance companies. So that's generally how it's set up. Medical billers are dealing with the insurance company. So a lot of what they do is process paperwork. Now, I don't do billing. I've never done billing, but I do know a little things about medical billing because I'm a researcher and I research is what I do. So because I do, that's why I know. Their technical knowledge is not the same as a medical coder. A medical coder, you have to have more in-depth knowledge about a lot of things about the body, the disease process, medical terminology, reading notes, and that kind of thing, and actually coding. That's what medical coders do. Medical billers do not even have to be certified. I see a lot of credentials, some associations I have never ever heard of. And you have to be very careful with that because if you're getting a credential and you're spending money to get this credential, make sure that you are going through one of the major medical coding associations, okay? Either AHIMA, the American Health Information Management Association, or the American Academy of Professional Coders, AAPC. You want to get credentialed through either one of those. Now, AAPC, to my knowledge, is the one that has a billing credential, okay? There's other ones. But again, I don't see people asking for the other credentials that are out there for medical billing. Okay, so always look at who is more reputable. Okay, AAPC obviously is reputable because it's one of the two heavyweights. Okay, which is AHIMA and AAPC, and the only time you're really going to need to be certified to be a medical biller is if like you're running your own medical billing company. You know what I mean? Then yeah, I could see. But for the most part, if you are going to apply for a medical biller, you don't even have to be certified as a medical coder to get in as a medical biller. Most people who are in medical billing have their high school diploma and that's it. They don't have any other technical knowledge behind them, which is why the pay scale is going to be different as well. If you notice, if you look, and I will not say, because we've had this discussion before, I do not talk about money on my channel, okay? The reason that I don't talk about money on my channel, and you can have your opinion, whatever your opinion may be, but this is my channel, and the reason that I don't talk about money on my channel is because a lot of people will try to get into medical coding simply because of the money, and every place in the US is going to start their coders at different rates. So I cannot and I will not be partied into, oh, well, she said that I can make X amount of dollars and I live here and I expect this X amount of dollars. Not going to be partied in that, guys. So please just respect what I have said. And again, if you're curious, you can go on the Department of Labor and check out what the rates are for medical billers, medical coders in your area. Because again, it's all going to go on experience. It's going to go on specialty. It's going to go on whether this is a public hospital or a private hospital, or if this is a government job. It's going to, like, so many different factors into what the starting salary is, okay? But I'm telling you guys, the pay scale is way different from a medical biller and a medical coder, okay? In medical coders, we have to have more technical skill. When we're reading notes and we're reading charts and things, and we're going through and we're coding and picking up diagnoses and things, that's what we do. When a lot of people say, oh, you want to get into medical billing and coding, I hate that they try to make it synonymous because it's not. These are two different job functions completely. And it's really irritating. I have only done the coding, okay? Like I said, I've only done the medical coding because to me it's what I do. It's when I went through my program to become a medical coder, they did have a section of the program that was about medical billing. And a lot of times you will be tested about different questions about medical billing, okay? They want to make sure that you know everything. It's just part of the curriculum. It's just because you take the medical billing portion of your course as a medical coder does not mean you have to be a medical biller. A lot of people are worried about that as well. No, you do not have to become a medical biller just because you took medical billing as part of your medical coding program. Okay. And again, if you're looking into these medical billing programs, you can, but it's sort of unnecessary, seeing is that you don't even have to be credentialed to be a medical biller. Okay. A lot of people will start off their careers as medical coders, as medical billers, because it'll get you some experience with reviewing coding and things like that. So that is a good way to start if you are brand new to the field and you're trying to get in and you can't get in because they're wanting a lot of experience. I've done a few episodes the last couple of days about new entry-level medical coding positions, and a lot of times it's the language of the title of the job. A lot of times it's not going to be entry-level medical coder. It's going to be entry-level medical records, okay? Or it's going to be some other job title. I'll link the other video that I talked about the entry-level jobs at the end of the video, because of the simple fact that they did talk about brand new medical coders who have not had experience before. They're willing to give you experience and things like that. Guys, I tell you guys these things so that you can look it up. I don't know why I always get the question, where are they hiring? After I've said in the video that these were found on Indeed. This is not an ad for Indeed, but that was just happened to be where I looked, and that's how I found them. And if you watch the videos, you'll also see that they're like under health information management or medical records tech or something like that. It's some other off-the-wall type thing. It's not having anything in the title to do with coding, okay? So that is something that you can look at in terms of trying to find a job. And of course, right now with COVID and everything going on, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because of the simple fact that we are doing the social distancing. So there may be a little bit of a hang up in getting callbacks. So don't let that deter you from still continuing to apply everywhere. Because once this whole thing settles down, they are going to need lots of coders, because think about all the backlog of patients that are going to be seen. They're going to be, once COVID settles down, there's going to be a lot more people in the hospital, okay? And there's probably going to be a baby boom right around December. There's going to be another baby boom in 2021 about September, October. Think about it. Once we get out of social distancing, there's going to be a lot of babies that are going to come about. So I'm just saying, you got to be ready for those types of things. Okay. So, don't be discouraged if you're still out there looking for a job. Medical billing is a good way to start. Medical records is also a good way to start. But yes, hopefully that answered your question about what is the difference between medical billing and medical coding. I have spent today setting up my home office because we got approval finally to work at home, and just to get us all as medical coders out of the hospital. They're trying to minimize the amount of staff that's actually in the hospital to keep the spread from spreading, and as we learn more things about COVID, you know, we're just all trying to practice safety and being safe. I have been at home. I mean, other than just to pick up my computer today, sign some paperwork and bring it straight back. I mean, that's all I've done, you know. So I am going to be here. I mean, you know, there's no commute time now. And a lot of people are very excited. They're very happy to be working at home. This is a temporary thing, okay? And I'm going to make sure that my boss understands this is temporary. I do not want to continue to work at home. I want to be at work. That's where I would like to be. Once all of this is over, I want to be back at work. Because to me, it's more important to be hands-on. That's me. That's how I operate. You know, a lot of people would be more than happy to be at home. But to me, I know what it is, and I know what it is to be at home. And I am introverted to a point. Because I don't mind being at home. I don't mind being a homebody. I do like to travel. I miss traveling. You know, the thought of not being able to travel right now is like really, you know, I mean, I understand the purpose of it, and I'm willing to do it for as long as it takes to not have this threat of COVID, you know, for long. You know, if we all work together and just stay at home and practice, you know, with good hand hygiene, and, you know, making sure that we just stay safe, and going to like the store and practicing, you know, social distancing is very, very important. And hopefully this does not become a regular part of our lives, even though I know that this is probably going to change the dynamic of the world from here on out. But I hope that this doesn't turn into like a seasonal thing like the flu, where every year there's flu season. Hopefully every year there's not COVID season. You know what I mean? We just need to find a way to get this thing under control. That would be really great. So until then, I will continue to look on the bright side, stay positive, and I will continue to do photo of the day for my outfit of the day. And yes, even though I'm going to be at home, I'm still going to dress up, because yes, no one is seeing me, but I have a closet full of clothes, and they are not going to sit there not being worn. I will continue to get up in the morning, dress like I'm dressed for work, and be here at home. Because I think mentally you have to do things that are of the norm, even though this is not of the norm right now. And I'm just saying. So anyway, I promised you guys that I was going to have this done at 7:30. Clearly, it is after 7:30 right now. I'm going to try to hurry up and get this closed up so that I can upload it. But it was literally just setting up the computer, and then lots of other phone calls from my coworkers and stuff, and then emailing my boss to make sure that she knew that I was up and going. So it was a busy evening, and evening of busyness that I did not expect. So anyway, but if you have any more questions, please let me know. If this video helped you, I hope you'll share it. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for thumbing up. Okay, thumbs up. Okay. And I will see y'all on the next video. So if you are a medical coder, a medical coding student, somebody curious about the fascinating world of medical coding, a provider or a nurse, I invite you to like and subscribe and follow me on my journey in medical coding. I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.